Oh yes, I am double dipping on this story right here. I already did a video for Geeks and Gamers called Content Nuke. Daisy Ridley just destroyed Disney Star Wars, and now we're going to talk about it over here because I got more to say. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. This is my personal channel, and I talk about a lot of stuff over here, and it's not as buttoned up as Geeks and Gamers. I'm kind of just all over the place, a lot of politics right now, but we're going to talk about Daisy Ridley destroying Disney Star Wars just a few days removed from John Boyega calling them out and smacking them around. The two lead stars of the Disney trilogy have now put it on blast. Are you kidding me? This is like Christmas early for me and everybody who's been calling this shit out for years. Daisy Ridley just came out and she said this.
Have you been keeping Rey's secret from the beginning? Did you know about the parentage? Like, tell me about that journey of when you found out.
No. At the beginning, there was toying with like an Obi-Wan connection, and then it really went, there were like different versions, and then it really went to that she was no one. And then it came to episode 9, and JJ pitched me the film and was like, oh yeah, Palpatine's granddaddy. And I was like, awesome. And then 2 weeks later, he was like, oh, we're not sure. So it kept changing. So then even I was filming and I wasn't sure what the answer was going to be.
Now, is that not beautiful? Or what? She destroyed, I mean, absolutely destroyed this false narrative that they always had a plan. We have heard the far left-wing lunatics, the pronouns in bio crowd, the people that continue to go after Gina Carano. They just told us over and over again, they always had a plan. They always had a plan. You guys are just toxic and don't like women. And what we continue to tell these nonsensical lunatics is, we actually do like women. We actually do like black people. We actually do like people in general. And when we see that Disney has specifically cast John Boyega because he was a black man, not because they saw someone that could actually further the story, they saw someone that could help them check off their identity, politics, social justice warrior nonsense. And then they cast him as that. They marketed him as that. They did the same thing with Daisy Ridley. They were never worried about writing the character, developing the character. All they saw was an opportunity to say, oh, okay, woman, female, okay, put her in the lead, then we can say that we're progressive, then we can talk about inclusion and diversity, and then we can call all of our fans sexist if they don't like her. And that's essentially what she and John Boyega both were. They were hollow characters. They were never written properly. They were never developed because they were social justice warrior characters. That's not to say that Daisy Ridley and John Boyega aren't talented actors, but they were cast simply because of their gender, because that's why they were used. It's not that hard to figure out if you're paying attention. So now we have the two lead actors of the sequel trilogy have put it on blast, and they are frustrated. And it's obvious to anyone with 2 eyes and a working fucking brain that this is the biggest trash fire in the history of cinema. This is what happens when you go down the SJW rabbit hole right here. It happens every single time. It never fails. Where's my Ghostbusters 2016 sequel? Nowhere, because no fucking body went and saw the first one, and Hollywood couldn't greenlight the second one because they knew it was going to be a financial failure. Now, what's up, Disney? Are you going to respond? Are you going to call Daisy Ridley toxic? Are you going to call John Boyega toxic? Of course you're not. You're not going to respond to this. The Force is female. Yet here you have the star of the entire sequel trilogy going against this narrative that you've been pushing, saying we had a plan. We had this all figured out. You never had a plan because Kathleen Kennedy is your leader, and Kathleen Kennedy doesn't know what she's doing. Kathleen Kennedy only cares about identity politics. Kathleen Kennedy only cares about her narrative. This is why Lucasfilm is such a trash fire. You've got J.J. Abrams getting involved with The Force Awakens. Then Rian Johnson comes in, and he has absolutely no contact with J.J. whatsoever, does his own thing. People watched the movie, and everybody said, like, this doesn't really feel like this is connected to The Force Awakens. And why is Luke drinking green titty milk? And why is Rey you know, not being trained and why is she great at everything. We didn't get any answers from The Force Awakens. It doesn't even really feel like it was a follow-up to The Force Awakens. What is going on here? And then you had Colin Trevorrow get fired because he's the only guy at Lucasfilm that seemed to care about the characters and the continuity, and George Lucas, he seemed to be the only one that was worried about George. And of course he got fired because you can't care about George Lucas when we're talking about Star Wars. No, no, no. And then JJ comes back and then fucks it up even more. The Rise of Skywalker is just as bad as The Last Jedi. It is a pathetic trilogy. My God, what in the hell? What are these people smoking? Bob Iger, what is wrong with you? This is just unbelievable. But I love it. It's hilarious, it's beautiful, and all of the weirdos, the pronouns in bio on Twitter are crying. They don't know what to do. They are going to be confused. They're going to be making up excuses. They're going to be lashing out. They're going to be mad. They're going to be screaming. They're going to be crying. And hey, good, warm up. Warm up for November, because you're going to be crying in November again, and we're all going to love it, laugh at it, and we're going to watch it on repeat for the next 4 fucking beautiful years. That is what is going to happen, you nonsensical lunatics. Go ahead, put your pronouns in your bio so we can laugh at you, because you are a meme at this point. The Raylos out there, the weirdo Raylos, drawing all their favorite sex scenes and putting them all over social media because that's normal. These people are nuts. And Daisy Ridley just destroyed everything, and I love it. And this is a follow-up. This is like a 1-2 punch, because John Boyega just did it, and now Daisy Ridley's came and done it. It's a beautiful thing. It's a great time to have common sense, because that's all it took. It only took common sense to look at this and say, this is a disaster. And as I said in my video on Geeks and Gamers, you can like the movies. That's a subjective opinion that I can't really argue, but don't tell me they're good. Don't tell me they had a plan. Don't tell me that it honored Star Wars, because none of that is true. That is a fact. None of that is true. But you can like it, and that's okay, because it's okay to like bad movies, but it's not okay to like bad movies and pretend that they're good movies and then call everyone an ist or an ism that disagrees with you, because you are stuck in this Twitter victimization mindset that so many people that defend the sequel trilogy are in. This is hilarious. I can't wait to see how they respond. I can't wait. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. And again, if you're new to the channel, this is my personal channel. I talk a lot of politics over here. And it'll be politically heavy for the next few months, obviously, because everything going on in the world. But obviously, we have Geeks and Gamers. We have Gaming with Geeks. We have Park Hoppin'. We have what else do we have? Sports Wars, which is blowing up right now. Can't even think straight. And we got a lot going on. This is my personal channel. This does not directly represent Geeks and Gamers, but by default, I do represent Geeks and Gamers because I am the owner, I am the creator. So I'm always going to represent it. At the end of the day, if my opinions offend you, fuck you. Bye.